welcome to this new video. In this opportunity, I will be sharing with you 5, I would say, interesting articles / movies, etc., which are AI related. So, I will start with an old interview made by the Economic Times to one of the people I admire most, Steve Wozniak. It was made back in 2018. In this interview, he explained what he thinks about AI. He has an interesting point of view, so check it out.
250 years ago is when it started, right? Mm-hmm. In Manchester, England.
Yeah.
They had factories that could make cheap clothing. You know, and now look at all of our car factories. Everything is kind of converted to energy used in robotics.
Yeah.
But it only makes things for humans. No machine sits down and says, what should I work on? Humans tell it what to work on. Mm-hmm. No machines can just do it well for us. So we're building technology that will make life easier for us, and we can use our mind and think up ideas, but have the machines do the grunge work, you know, a billion times faster.
With that said, let's get deep in the rest of the suggestion of this video. The next article is about a situation that happened around 2017. In my previous video, I spoke about responsible AI. And the following situation happened when I got involved in making decisions for a company. You can find the full article on The Verge. As you can see, the title says, automated background checks are deciding who fits for a home. The Verge tells the story of Carmen, whose son made it out of coma and she wanted him to move in with her so she could take care of him. Apparently, the management company of the residential complex she lived in did not allow him to move in with her. Why? As landlords, they can decide who to rent to, and they delegate this decision to a software mentioned in the article. This software calculates a single score to determine the risk of someone signing a lease. The software makes a criminal check to a database, the tool interprets the data and notifies the leasing staff. Short story, the Supreme Court got involved, Carmen had to drop a lawsuit which is still ongoing. In the article you will be able to read another similar situation in another part of the US. The second article I suggest reading is called So You Automated Your Coworkers Out of a Job. You can read it in Gizmo also. This article tells you the story about Griffin, who started working at a 3D modeling company. He suggested some automation upgrades to some positions, but never imagined this would make 20 employees he knew lost their job. Part of the psychological impact of the so-called race of the robot is that work, especially technical work, now suddenly seems more precarious in general. It's not easy to separate innovation from guilt. I consider myself someone that loves innovation, but I also know when you innovate, people are affected. So the next article is one from McKinsey and Company called Job Lost, Job Gained, What the Future of Work Will Mean for Job Skills and Wages. You can read here about how people will need to switch occupations or upgrade skills, even though the impact of automation on employment varies by occupation and sector. Employment in those occupations might not decline, but rather workers might perform new tasks. Isn't this exciting? Another interesting fact is that in 2030 there will be at least 300 million more people aged 65 years and older than there were in 2014. This will create significant new demand for a range of occupations. I always say to be successful in your job, you need to adapt to change. If you want to understand this better, watch the video you will find in this article about innovation. Recommended movie. I saw this week a movie in Netflix called I Am Mother. I will rate it with a 5 or a 4. I suggest watching it even though I did not rate it with a high score, just because it makes you think how deeply can the feelings between a human and a robot be. No spoiler, it's a story about the bond between a mother and a child, where the mother is a robot. It raises the question, are robots going to kill us or destroy us all? I would like to know your comments about this movie, or if you can suggest another one to me, just write it in the comment area. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully I will share with you more articles next week.